Tokyo is the capital of Japan and is located on the main Japanese island of Honshu on the Pacific Ocean. The metropolis is often referred to as the largest city in the world and is known not only for its sprawling urban space but also for its excellent infrastructure. But how big is Tokyo exactly? In 1446, Edo Castle was built in what is now Tokyo Bay, not far from fishing villages. At the beginning of the 16th century, Edo became the capital of the Tokugawa shogunate. At the beginning of the 18th century, the city developed into an important trading center. In 1868, the seat of the Tenno, the Japanese emperor, was moved from the former capital Kyoto to Edo, and the name of the city was changed to Tokyo, the capital of the East. The city finally became the political, economic, and cultural center of Japan. Despite devastating destruction caused by natural disasters, most recently the Great Kanto earthquake in 1923 or bombing during the Second World War, Tokyo developed into a modern metropolis of global importance. Within Tokyo Prefecture, Tokyo's 23 wards can be regarded as the city of Tokyo in the true sense of the word. They have an area of 619 square kilometers, so together they are smaller than the land area of New York City, and around 9.7 million inhabitants. The area to the west of the central districts is known as Tama. Tokyo lies in the middle of the Kanto Plain, the largest in Japan. It stretches around Tokyo Bay and merges into the Boso Peninsula in the southeast and the Miura Peninsula in the south. From the north and west, the plain is almost completely bordered by the Japanese Alps. These are in particular the Mikuni Mountains and the Kanto Mountains. Japan's highest mountain, Fujisan, at 3,775 meters, is also located in the west. The most important river on the plain is the Tone, which at 322 kilometers is also the second longest river in Japan. Also important is the Edogawa, which forms part of Tokyo's eastern border. 3 tectonic plates meet to the southeast of the region, which is why the entire area is highly prone to earthquakes. The next big quake is therefore only a matter of time. Today, the plain is heavily built up and urbanized and also includes other cities with over 1 million inhabitants, such as Yokohama, Kawasaki, and Saitama. The metropolitan area of the capital region, as defined by the Japanese Statistics Office, has just over 37 million inhabitants. The Kanto region as a whole has 42 million, a third of the Japanese population. Tokyo Prefecture has 14 million inhabitants, making it the most populous in Japan. The other prefectures in the region are Kanagawa, with 9.2 million inhabitants, Saitama, with 7.3 million, Chiba, with 6.2 million, Ibaraki, with 2.8 million, and Gunma and Tochigi, with 1.9 million each. At the same time, the Kanto region accounts for around 40% of Japan's GDP. Tokyo alone accounts for half of this, around $1 trillion. It is followed by Kanagawa with around 323 billion and Saitama with 216 billion. Many of the country's largest companies have relocated their headquarters to Tokyo, partly in order to be closer to the political decision-making processes. Tokyo continues to be a globally important financial center. In general, services dominate the economy. The city is also Japan's most important center for education, research, and tourism. Millions of commuters from the surrounding municipalities therefore flock to central Tokyo every day. However, the major cities around Tokyo are not just satellite towns. Large industrial and port facilities are located along the coast of the metropolitan area, mostly on man-made land. Yokohama, Chiba, Tokyo, and Kawasaki are the most important ports in Japan. Kawasaki is the most important location for heavy industry. The local industries include steel construction, chemicals, mechanical engineering, vehicle construction, and the electrical industry. Alongside Tokyo, Yokohama is home to major companies, and the city's most important industries include shipbuilding, biotechnology, and semiconductors. Saitama is home to branches of the automotive, food, and pharmaceutical industries, among others. In the city of Chiba, steel production and the food industry are particularly noteworthy. The rural areas of the prefecture are among the most productive agricultural regions in Japan. The most important airports in the metropolitan area are Haneda in the center and Narita in the northeast. The capital region is also the most important hub of the Shinkansen high-speed rail network. The train connects almost all of Japan's major cities with the capital. The central point in the Shinkansen network is Tokyo Station. It is also the most important connection point between local and long-distance transportation. Other important stations in the city are Shinjuku, also the busiest station in the world, Shibuya, Ikebukuro, Kita Senju, and Shinagawa. Almost all of them are connected by a suburban railroad ring, the so-called Yamanote Line. In this way, various suburban lines of the former state-owned JR and other private providers are linked together. There is also the Tokyo subway, which consists of two different networks. The satellite image not only shows the city's largest green spaces, the Imperial Palace and its gardens and Yoyogi Park, or the National Stadium built for the 2021 Olympic Games, but also the city's main business centers, where office space is concentrated on the high-rise buildings. The Chiyoda district around the Imperial Palace plays a central role here. The districts around the main railway station are home to numerous banks, insurance companies, and other important companies. Together with the government and parliament as well as the ministries in the government district, they form the so-called Iron Triangle, a symbol of power and the links between business and politics. Nihonbashi is also home to the Bank of Japan and the Tokyo Stock Exchange. In Shinjuku, to the west of the station, there is a large collection of high-rise office buildings, the headquarters of the prefectural government, and numerous company headquarters and branches are located here. Other important business centers with concentrations of office space and corporate headquarters are Shibuya, Roppongi, and Akasaka, Shiodome, Shinagawa, and Ikebukuro. Last but not least, Tokyo is also one of the most visited cities in the world, and tourism, both domestic and foreign, has become an important economic factor. The city's sites include Tokyo Tower, districts such as Shibuya and Harajuku, known for their fashion, or Akihabara, known as the Electronics District, shrines and temples such as Meiji or Asakusa, and amusement parks such as Ueno Zoo or Disneyland. This is all about Tokyo for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time.